Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are here during COVID. We are taking precautions. We are social distancing. We are using masks where need be, but I'll tell you what, business is exploding. It's so great to be back in the environment with my key leaders. It's so great to be having leadership meetings tonight. You are gonna be blown away. You're gonna be blown away by the messages. You're gonna be blown away by the content. You're gonna be blown away by the energy. Welcome back, and enjoy today. Hey Chica.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You look great.
Thanks. And I'm gonna challenge everybody to get out there this week and just start building momentum in their life. I mean, this business is so much about course correcting and having to adapt and having to be flexible and having to, you know, you can't be rigid and expect to have a long-term success here because you're gonna burn out. There's gotta be some flexibility in the schedule. There's gotta be some flexibility. You gotta be willing to grow and adapt. And you know, it's funny because when COVID hit, I was like, oh, you know, perfect, we're an online business and we can work from home and, you know, but we still need the office because, you know, for clients and stuff. But 4 months into COVID, I was like, fuck that. Like, you need an environment to build people. And we're only looking for drivers. We need drivers. I said, we don't need any more passengers. I said, we've found them all. So now we're looking for drivers. So you get out there and when you're asking for referrals and you're looking for your, you know, your next top prospect, just make sure that you let them know that you're looking for drivers. But here's what I know about winning, it's all about momentum. It's about some momentum this week. Let's move our business forward every day.
Something about the way it goes on, I don't ever wanna let go. Something about the way it goes on, I don't ever wanna let go.
I'm going to bring up our next speaker. His name is Holbrook. I have been personally trained and mentored by Stephen for the last 10 years, and I'm excited to be a part of his agency. He has over 400 licenses across all of Canada, and the biggest thing about Stephen is he works harder than all of us. And so I have so much appreciation for this guy. I'm going to pass it over to him. I hope you guys enjoy his segment, and thanks for being on tonight.
Awesome, thanks Pauline. Appreciate that. Wow, I was just standing over here on the side of the room listening to Pauline talk, and she just really resold me the dream on why I got started. But hey everybody, my name's Steve Holbrook. If we haven't had the opportunity to meet yet, I've been with the company for 15 years. Yeah, 15 years, I know. You probably think I was 12 when I started. Actually not, I started at 23 years old. If you would have found me at 23 years old though, you would have had to walk into a local restaurant called Earl's. I'm sure you've eaten at Earl's before. You would have to walk through the lounge, through the restaurant, into the kitchen, and you would have found me either washing dishes or baking the pan bread as I became the baker, or making the sauces. I was a cook, and I was making $11 an hour. And I never thought in a million years that I would ever be in the insurance investment debt industry. I never thought that, ever. You know, growing up as you know, in Calgary, that wasn't the thing on the top of my mind, but you know what? I wanted to change. And at 23 years old, I made a decision. I made a decision that I wanted to take a different path. 10 years ago, I was lying in the hospital, at Foothills Hospital, fighting for my life. Had my rectum removed, had my colon removed, and I had 8 feet of bowel taken out altogether. I have severe Crohn's disease. I've had it since I was 2 years old, probably since I was born, but diagnosed at 2. Been a battle my entire life. In and out of the hospital, lots of operations, lots of surgeries, you know, lots of dark moments. None darker than 2009 when I spent almost the whole year in and out of the hospital. Almost passed away, lost 75 pounds. And thank God I had a business here. Thank God I had a small agency helping 8 families a month outside of me. And that year I lied in the hospital bed, still made over $150,000 that year. I was 28 years old, I was 27 years old. It was the hardest time of my life. And in the hardest period of my life, the last thing that I had to worry about was my finances. The opportunity to come into business with us, start part-time with no risk, get an education on money that you should have learned in high school. meet some amazing people, save some money, and then you know what? Maybe it is for you. 6 months from now, you phase in here full time and bam, you found it. And you're one of our associates that take it to the next level. For most Canadians, the next 5 years is gonna look a lot like the last 5 years. And how fast has that gone by? So I appreciate you guys being here tonight. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks, everybody.
Woo! That's a wrap. Thank you for just.
I was at first. You're in here. I was like, oh shit, she's doing this. We're doing it.
Well, I was like,
I wasn't sure if she wanted to like duck under.
No,
I almost went like this.
It was really good.
You too.
I was like nervous.
Approach and contact. We have the wonderful Melissa Sleds and Colton Burr. Can you guys pop on real quick? Tell us what you're excited about.
We're jacked up for tonight. We're gonna teach
All right, we got Mr. Holbrook now.
Hi, everybody. Wow, that was terrible. Hey, everybody. Hey. Whoa. All right. Okay, we have 2 provincial passes. Let's roll the tape. Provincial pass, Nicole Warren. Good job, Nicole. Good job, Brad. Super proud of you guys. And that's it for the Holbrook base tonight. Thank you very much, Jackie. How you doing? John, are we hardlined in there? Or is that Wi-Fi we're on? We're hardlined, right? Yeah, okay. All right, wrap up. What is up, everybody? Alexa, you should have closed with that speech. You should have told me. I would have let you close the meeting. That was awesome. But hey, when Alexa talked about changing her mindset, changing her fitness, and she's excited to get up in the morning, you know what I heard? I heard from a lady that raised her standard. She just raised her standard. And when you raise the standard, your habits and your behaviors have a tendency to change. Man, if you wake up in the morning and you are fired up and you're getting up 10 minutes before your alarm clock, excuse me, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I also know what it feels like to not be like that. I also know what it feels like to hit the snooze button 9 times in a row. You say you're gonna get up at 5 and you get up at 7:15. I know what that feels like too. And then ask myself, what's the difference between the ones that are gonna quit and the ones that are gonna stick with it? And I was expecting this marvelous answer, this like YouTube podcast answer. And I came up with one word. That word is momentum. Winners have the ability to create momentum whether they have it or not. What if I told you, listen to me when I say this, what if I told you that you have the power to get out of the slump that you're in, if you're in one, and build the momentum that you need? You don't have to be like everybody else that had a good week or 2 and then die off for 2 or 3 and then had a good week and die. We have control. We are emotional creatures. Because we are emotional creatures, momentum plays a huge role in our life. Man, one of our core values is lifelong learner. School is never out for the great ones. Never. You want to run with the big dogs? You got to find some big dogs, right? You know what's crazy? I'm not a birder. I'm not a birder like Alexa Escobar. But you know what's crazy? I mean, I've seen a lot of ponds. I never see eagles hanging out with ducks. And they're like, oh! I like look down, they give you the old wink, and you're like, oh, it's beautiful. Man, I just want to soar. I just want to fly. You got to get around eagles. Listen, I'm going to challenge everybody in this call. Go create some momentum this week in your life. Go get some wins. Doesn't matter what didn't happen the last week or the last year or the last month. I mean, what matters is what you're going to do moving forward. And get fired up and just go commit to building some momentum. Getting a schedule, making calls, booking some units, putting your feet to the fire. Go create some momentum because it's really the only thing that you can control is your attitude and your activity. To all these great leaders like Sally and Colton, the future of our company, you got to win 4 out of 7 days to win a playoff series in any sport. Go win 4 out of the 7 days. And a win could be on Sunday. You're scheduled to be at church, be serving your community. You call all of your teammates and you pre-plan your day. That could be a win. But go and win. Go live your week on purpose, with purpose. And we'll be sitting here next week and you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel amazing about the week that you had, and you'll have momentum. I appreciate everybody being on the call, and proud to be a leader amongst leaders, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Love you, man.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah, good. I think we set the tone. Yeah, just want to have a strategy session. So I just want to let you guys know that I feel like you guys are a big part of this team. We're going to have to get to a point where we flick that switch so that we can start to the next chapter, so that we can get to the point where we can look back and be like, that was the moment. But we'll never get to the point where we say that was the moment if we don't have the moment. So it's all about creating that moment. First moment was when Ed Milet picked me up from the airport at LAX in his company issue Mercedes-Benz. It's the first time I met him. Sat in his car and turns over to me, he goes, "You want a massage?" And I was like, "What kind of a party is this?" He's like, "No, the seat, it has massagers." And I was like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Okay." So I want you guys to be able to look back and have a moment like that where you look and go, everything shifted. This is your moment right now. Like, I'm telling you, right now is the time to step on the gas. And you're gonna look back and go, holy shit, so glad I did. Hey everybody, that's a wrap for tonight. Man, I hope you enjoyed tonight. There was a ton of energy. There was a ton of leadership meetings. There was a lot. You might wanna go back. You might wanna watch it again. You might wanna take some notes. We appreciate you being here during this crazy time in the world. We appreciate you joining us, and we can't wait to see you during the next episode. Thanks everybody, have a great day.
If I take you down, would you really hold me down and be your best friend? She just wanna hit me with a quickie by the pool, and I'm like, yes, ma'am. Way you got me feeling for your body, you might turn me to a yes, man.